So, why this Xiegu, I'm not saying it right, Xiegu x6100. Why did I buy this? I need another radio like I need a hole in the head. Why did I buy it? Well, and by the way, 6 meters is opening up right now. There's some QSB. Sometimes this station will get up to 7S units. It's got to be larger than 7S units for me to hear that station. But we'll get to that in a minute. There are some good things about this radio. One is it's got a built-in battery. You can operate it like a walkie-talkie. It's got a PTT button up here. It's got an internal microphone, internal battery. You can have a 6 meter to 160 meter walkie-talkie with a portable antenna. It's not portable right now. So anyway, it's so it's got that. Neat things about this radio is it has an SD card reader. Plug in. You can download software from R1 CBU. Put it on an SD card, and then you can put it in the slot, and I'm going to do that here in just a moment. First, you have to turn off the radio, and you have to hold the button in, wait for it to power down. The green light's still on because I got to, it'll come back on. That's the good sign. That makes it into a whole different radio. Yeah, there's a user interface. You hit FT8, and it'll start FT8. Yeah, it's 5 watts on FT8. It just synchronized. It's got built-in Wi-Fi, built-in Bluetooth. So anyway, yeah, it's a little FT8 monster. I mean, that's only 5 watts, but I can sit here, let this thing run on FT8. I can send out a CQ. I don't know if the antenna's tuned. Let's tune it. Let's tune the antenna. It's got a built-in antenna tuner. That's another good thing. I think it tuned. We'll hit that. We're going to enable a CQ. It's going to automatically CQ my call sign. I put my call sign in, my Echo Nancy location, my grid square location, which is an EN72. And so it's sending out CQ. Maybe not right now. This is on 10 meters. And so I can sit here and let this thing run. Yeah, somebody just answered me. PYSTD. And it's going to automatically, there I gave him an exchange. I said, yeah, you're priced 5 over. It does that automatically. You don't have to do anything. So you can multitask. You can do other stuff, which I do. I do other stuff here on my bench. And yeah, now it's telling me 73s, wants to get rid of me. Don't blame him. He gave me an R. Let's see, he received me minus 16, I guess. Yeah, okay. And I'm telling him 73s. So I've used this quite a bit, and even on QRP, you can't do anything to the transmit audio, unlike the big radios. The transmitter bandwidth is locked into about 3 kcs minus 350 cycles off the bottom end, so it sounds a little thin. Well, it's not the radio for having somebody else answered me. Somebody called me. So it's not the radio for a rag chew on on 80 meters, 40 meters. Having a rag chew with your buddies, but for doing POTA and it does 10 watts on sideband, 5 watts on FT8. It does fine. So yeah, there's no complicated equalizer settings for this radio. There's no bandwidth adjustments for the transmitter. There is bandwidth adjustments. You can hit the digital filter thing, and you can do all kinds of nice things with the filter here. I can hit that, and I can expand that out. I don't really need to for FT8, but if I were to. And then I have to go back in. Re-hit FT8. See if anybody else is trying to call me. Yeah, anyway, I messed that up. So if someone was trying to contact me when I did that, I disabled the FT8. Now I got it re-enabled. They might be looking for me. I don't know. But rambling on here. So yeah, it's built-in tuner, built-in battery. You can't mess up the transmit audio too much. Battery will last up to about 2 hours. Then you gotta plug in another battery there, or power supply port, or another battery. Yeah, it's built good. It's a pretty solid. Feels good. The knobs adjust nicely. And what else? It's lightweight for what it is. So you can backpack it. Again, take it POTA. Turn this stuff down a little bit. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. So for that to up to 600. So if you're looking for a main radio, no, you don't want this. If you only want one radio, or you're looking for a main radio, you don't want this. If you think you can buy an amplifier, and the amplifier is over $500, so you this thing with an amplifier, 100-watt amplifier, it would cost you more than a brand new Xiegu FT710. Far better radio, far better receiver. And now the FT710 doesn't have built-in FT8. This does. You don't even need to hook up a computer to this. If I want to run FT8 and then I got to hook up a computer. It has built-in CW decode and encode, and it works very well. I'd have to hook up a computer to this to do CW encode and decode, and buy software. It does RTTY, and again, it does FT8 and FT4. So those things are built into this guy. It has a built-in computer that operates, I believe, on a Linux operating system, which you don't have to worry about. You just punch the buttons and it comes on if you want something simple. The menus aren't too bad. It's simple to operate, but the receiver is noisy. It has lots of birdies in the receiver, way lots of birdies. On 6 meters, there are signals I can hear very clearly, the weak signals, but I can hear them very clearly on my DX101D and on my 710. Both of those excellent receivers. Yeah, not this guy. Can I take this out walking around, operate like a walkie-talkie with a little portable antenna on it? No. Weighs 26 pounds. So this is, again, I caution you on the receiver. It does good on, again, I like it on FT8. It has a built-in computer. Don't have to hook it up to another computer. I can just let it run over here, send out a CQ, and then go about and do something else and multitask. I'm a terrible multitasker. So this is great. It just, again, it automatically, the software in this thing automatically sends out the CQs, it answers the CQs, gives the signal reports, gives the location, Yeah, and then the bye-bye 73s. And it saves that, it saves it into memory. So, see that guy right there? I talked, it made a contact with him, so it crossed him out. He's not highlighted anymore. So I won't mistakenly call him again, replicate the contact. If they're looking for points, they don't want to hear from you again. Once is enough. So anyway, it has a terrible receive, but it's not unusable. I've made sideband contacts with this thing on 20 meters, on 15 meters, on 10 meters, and on 6 meters. And I made contacts with it on 80 meters with an amplifier. It's a little, again, you don't want to buy their amplifier. Or you can if you got the money and you want to spend it. But if you're looking to spend less than $1,000 with a 100-watt radio, a really good receiver, that's the guy. And by the way, the screen is hooked up to my Xiegu 101D. So, then the transmitter. When you disconnect it, when you turn this thing on and you go to transmit, I can transmit into a dummy load, disconnect the microphone, have the internal microphone disconnected, hit the PTT button, and it puts out about about a quarter of a watt of noise. Just sits there and makes a bunch of noise. So it's about a half a watt, quarter watt of noise. So at 5 watts on, let's say, sideband, it's only, my transmitted audio is only 10 dB louder than the noise that the radio produces. And at 10 watts, it's 13 dB quieter than the sideband that it puts out. So there's some noise there. It's in the background. It sounds like I've got my mic gain too high and it's picking up noise in the room, but I don't. I can have the mic gain way down, but that noise is there, and it's not noise from the room. It's not because I got my mic gain up too high. And I've had a couple of people comment on that when I'm running my amplifier, and they can get a good signal. If they don't get a good signal, if they're just barely hearing me, they don't hear the noise. So anyway, there's some nice things about it. And I like walkie-talkies, and you try and buy one that's 6 meters to 160 meters with a built-in waterfall fish. I call it a fish finder. It's nice colors to it and everything. The graphics are nice, not too complicated to use. So anyway, you've been warned. Bye for now.